If you have already gone through the long and exhausting process of purchasing your first home, you can easily sympathize with those preparing to do the same. The world of realty and loans has evolved since the times where the average cost of a home was around $35,000 in 1950, according to the U.S. Census of Housing. However, with increasing pricing of homes, renters are still ready to end the lease and buy. As a first-time homeowner myself, I realize purchasing a home isn't always an easy decision. Today, I'm going to inform you on the process I went through purchasing my first home and how I got through some of the setbacks during that process. Before thinking about buying a home, making sure to properly budget and know if you are financially prepared first is always a good idea. Carly Fried, a well-known financial journalist, says in her article about first-time home buyers to expect to pay about 5% the purchase price of your home in taxes and fees. Keep in mind, some loans require a down payment and closing costs can add a large amount to the price of your loan. Knowing this beforehand will help you decide if you are ready to purchase or if you want to delay for a better time. The first step in my process is commonly done backwards. You have decided you want to purchase a home, so you start browsing the internet for local realtors, right? Wrong. Broker and loan specialist Kelly Lynch explains in her article, A First-Time Homebuyer's Perfect Storm, seeking out lenders to get an idea of what the average interest rate is in the current market will set you up for less stress in the long run. Getting a good idea of the interest rate first, then seeking a realtor and informing them you are ready to buy and you know roughly how much you can afford will then make it a better process. Nothing is worse than falling in love with the right home when it is one you cannot afford. The next step after finding a lender and a realtor, it will do you great good to narrow areas where you want to start your search. A good rule of thumb is to base it off places you commute to often, like work or school. Do research on that area for crime and schools in that area to avoid finding the right house in the wrong neighborhood. Google will help you do this quickly. After finding areas you want to live in, financial writer Jennifer Brosick says in her Credit Karma article to think about the style of home you want and the features. Do you want a townhouse or a single-family home? A garage or a backyard? Would you like to put in the work for an older home or a new construction? These are good questions to ask yourself first. Be sure to let your realtor know of the wish list you have, but don't go overboard. Keeping an open mind will expand your search and keep you in budget. After you informed your realtor on what you want in a home, they will put a list together for you to see homes in person. This part is where most of the stress starts. Limit the number of homes you look at to about 5 per day. They start to blend in after that. Be sure to not only look at the cosmetics of the home, but the bones as well. Questions to ask are, what is the age of the roof? The age of the cooling and heating system? Are there any disclosures on the home? This helps you add and subtract the homes to your love it list. Let's fast forward to when you find the right home. You call your realtor and you're ready to make an offer. Keep in mind, not all offers are accepted. The seller may counter offer or reject it, so keep a plan B just in case this does happen. This is where having a realtor is very important. Anyone can search Zillow, but a good realtor can help you negotiate to find the best reasonable offer for you. Now, let's say your offer is accepted and you can move to the final steps. If not, go back to the search and proceed with the following after you find the right match. While this is very frustrating, like psychologist Cynthia Meyer states in her book, transitions, even those which are chosen and desirable, are almost always stressful to some degree. Therefore, a perfectly smooth transaction is almost unheard of, so don't let this discourage you. With an offer in hand, it's time to schedule a home inspection and an appraisal. These two things can be costly but important. As 30-year real estate professional, Sherry Berkeley summarizes in her Home Inspections for Buyer's Guide, is an inspection that will give you a good idea of what may need to be repaired in the home. And the appraisal will tell you if you're paying a fair price for the home you are about to purchase. Home inspections are another instance where tensions can be high. more negotiations usually are to follow. The seller may not want to fix things. They may offer a credit, or they may offer to repair some things that are wrong with the home. No fear, you can walk away if it becomes too expensive. Just take a deep breath and move on if that happens. Say you have come to an agreement. After tough negotiation and a little bit of give, I hope you're happy with the fact that the hard part is now over. Take relief in the fact you tunneled through the hard part of home buying experience that everyone dreads. Congratulations is to come. It's finally time to agree on a settlement date. This is when you officially become a homeowner. Do note this can take anywhere from months or just weeks, so expect a little bit of wait. This is a good time to get your affairs in order and maybe start packing. You are now ready to close on your home. You call your realtor and you go to sign documents. Don't forget an extra pen because there is no shortage of papers you will need to sign. Last but not least, don't forget to invite your friends and family over to see your new accomplishment. In conclusion, buying a home can be a long and confusing process. There's a lot that goes into purchasing a home, and being well prepared will get you further, faster. Today, I have informed you of the process and the precautions. By completing the steps talked about and taking note of the tips I gave you directly from myself as a recent first-time home buyer, and others who are qualified and have researched and divulged their best information to those in need, you will hopefully feel a little more easy and ready to go through the process of purchasing your first home. Welcome to the club, homeowners.